Curious about clever ways to transform everyday items into tools that'll simplify diamond painting and minimize frustration? Stay tuned as I unveil some ingenious hacks to make your diamond painting experience a breeze. What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name's Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea, and today I'm going to show you some really awesome hacks that I've picked up along the way to make your diamond painting journey just a little bit easier. The one that I wanted to start out with is this trick that I picked up for canvases that have been rolled up forever and just will not stay open. Now, when you've got a really awesome canvas that doesn't have lay flat technology, what you can do when they just will not lay flat for you, you can lay them out and you take the plastic, bringing it back diagonally toward the center, and then laying it back down. That should help your canvases to stay flat after that point. Do all four corners and bam, you're going to have a canvas that's laying just like you want it to. Now, if you're like me, you have kind of a limited amount of space to work with. Like when I'm working on my diamond paintings and I'm wanting to be on the go, I'm usually using just a plain TV tray, an oversized one. So what I do is I use these clips to clip the diamond painting to the table so it's not sliding off. See, got a little clip right down here. And then if I have a limited amount of table space to work with, and let's say I need to roll up one side or the other while I'm working on the bottom section, I'll roll up the top and I use these smaller clips on the ends. Now, I've found that those clips that you get from for putting big stacks of paper together, those work too. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree for $1. And you put those babies on there, and then it won't roll up on you while you're trying to finish the bottom portion of your painting. When you're getting your canvas set up, washi tape is an excellent tool. What you can do with the washi tape is put it along the edges here, and any of the over-poured glue that you're running into won't get stuck to your forearms. I hate that. Now, in order to do this, you're just going to pull back your plastic and then lay down your beautiful washi tape. You can match it to your canvas. That's my favorite thing. And just make sure you're going along the edge. The other nice thing about this is not only are you going to stop yourself from sticking to your canvas, but it'll also leave you nice so that you don't get any trapped dirt, hair, pet hair, my own hair, or I have really long hair, so sometimes even my hair like that's down gets stuck in it. That's never any fun. Let me show you what else you can do with washi tape after you've got all four sides sectioned off. You can also use washi tape to section off the plastic, especially if you're not getting pre-perforated stuff from Diamond Art Club. With this one, I used a different color washi tape, but you can use exactly the same one you were using. Now, what you're going to want to do when you're sectioning off your canvas is decide what a manageable sized square is for you, something you can get done in a sitting, and you want to section off that much. So sometimes I like to do uneven ones because sometimes I have a little more time, sometimes I have a little less time. So on this one, I've got my smaller squares, right? When you're laying down the washi tape, you're going to want to put it in between two rows. So right up the middle of one of your rows. So choosing one of these lines down here, I'm going to go right on top of it, and you're going to hit right into the middle of those circles. So then when you're ready to cut your plastic and open it up, you'll have a small section to work with. Pretty easy peasy, I think. The nice thing about this hack is so that you can actually cut out the plastic for one small square rather than rolling your plastic all the way back, working in your section, and having your glue dry out. We want to make sure that those drills stay stuck to your canvas. Another cool thing I learned about using washi tape, I've learned that when I place, I stick my pinky finger down and use it for balance. So you can take your washi tape and wrap it around the end of your pinky finger. Give it a little squeeze around. And this way you're not sticking your skin down on your glue, just your washi tape. The next cool thing is using washi tape on the end of a tray. So with these trays, let me get a container with more drills in it. Okay, so when you've got a lot of drills that you need to work with and you give them a shake and you want to start your lines, you've got a big old pile down here and you can't always get your lines straight. The cool thing is if you put a little washi tape at the end of your tray, make sure it's stuck down really well, no gaps or anything. If you put the diamonds in there now and you give it a shake, you can line up your drills and all of your excess goes down to the bottom and it's out of your way. Pretty darn cool. Last cool thing I learned to do with washi tape is, well, have you ever ruined the top of an Elizabeth Ward container because you put a sticker on it and then you couldn't get the sticker off, so you used some Goo Gone and then you just made the whole thing cloudy? Yeah, me either. But what I learned you can do instead is to take some washi tape and you put it down in the place where you want your sticker to go. So you can put down your sticker, and when you're ready to take it off, instead of having something with lots of glue on the back of it, you've got your low-tack washi tape and it'll come right off without doing any damage to your containers. Pretty cool, huh? Now, I hate nothing in the world more than staticky drills when I'm trying to kit up. So honestly, taking a fabric softener sheet or some of those stinky fabric beads and putting, cutting this guy up into little squares. I've got some here. Or just putting one of these beads in with your drills will bring that static down immediately. Now, there are some countries where they don't have these types of things because they don't use them. They don't have dryers. So what do? Well, instead, you can take your diamonds, packs and everything, and stick them in your freezer for 15 minutes. And once you've done that, when you get them out, they shouldn't have any static. Forgot to add, they'll smell good too. The next hack that I have for you is, oh wait, where'd this come from? Weird. Now, are you like me and you bought one of these things and you were like, oh my God, it's so great. I'm never going to have to worry about my tray sticking ever again. Yeah, well, problem is these things are so sticky, you can't get your trays off of them. When you stick them down, oh my gosh, it's a mess. Look at this. I'm sticking to it. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to use it and my tray isn't going to go anywhere. But like, really, it's really not going to, oh my God. Oh, ta-da! Well, I have some better uses for this thing. Let me show you what they are. Well, see, the first thing I did was cut it into a bunch of little pieces. Much more useful this way. For one, you can set one down and use that for your tray. And your tray will stay and not move anywhere, but you can actually get the tray up. Now, these things will probably be stuck to the bottom, but at least you didn't just spill your drills everywhere, right? Well, what if you had? Oh no, I spilled my drills all over the table. But the really cool thing is, you don't have to go buy one of those weird little vacuum things they show online. You can just use this guy and it'll pick them all up. Now, getting them off here is a little bit of a trick, but That sure was a whole lot faster than picking them up one by one with the tweezers like I've had to do. Now, just so you know, this will also work if they're on your carpet. The only thing is, you're coming back with your hair, your pet's hair, the carpet, but could be worse. You might have been sitting there for 3 hours with a pair of tweezers. I've never done that. Maybe. Maybe. Nah, I've done that. One other cool thing I found out, the full-size ones are just the right size for your paint gem pieces. You can lay a paint gem piece on there. It won't slide around anywhere, and you can still dot on it and not even have to worry about it. And it comes right off. You guys ever have this problem? Whee! Okay, bye. Oh. Yep, you guessed it. You stick one of these bad boys down. Look at that. Doesn't go anywhere. Love it. Love it. Never lose a pen again. Even just one small one will hold this slippery guy in place too. Love it. You ever been working with 310s and you find a bunch of them that are just stuck together and won't come apart? Well, if you got a couple of these cheap trays, you can use a second one on top and give them a smash. And apparently, this is supposed to help you get them unstuck. Well, some came out the bottom unstuck. That was good. Yeah, look at that. Now we've got some single ones. The other thing that you can do is get yourself a medicine bottle and a couple of pennies. It can be giant like this one or a small one and 1 penny. I already shook this. I wasn't going to make all that kind of noise. But I shook this already with a bunch of stuck ones together to see if it would actually work. And all of those double 310s that I had stuck together, well, maybe not all, but most, I gave it some good shakes. And now I've got a bunch of single 310s instead of just a bunch of them that were stuck together. Pretty cool. You ever place an order to Amazon for some release papers and you're like, wow, 100 release papers for $12. They're going to work perfect for that project I have. Yeah, me either. They're teeny. What am I supposed to do with a release paper this size, you guys? I mean, maybe if I'm going to use all 100, right? Well, you can get yourself out to your grocery store, pick yourself up some parchment paper, not wax paper, not aluminum foil. It's got to be parchment paper. But the nice thing is, you can cut them to any size that you want. Big, tiny. You could take the whole thing and just roll it out onto your canvas. Whatever works the best. But parchment paper, you guys, $4, $5. You guys ever see those Today I Learned posts on social media where somebody says, today I learned blah, 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 whatever? Well, not me sitting and struggling with the Ziploc bag trying to get my fingernails in between it to get it open when I saw that you could just do that. Oh my goodness. Now, one way to get straight lines every time, as we all know, is to use the checkerboard method, like these purple ones right here. But the other thing you can do is get yourself a handy straightening tool, usually found in inexpensive kits. One of these guys right here can save you time and headaches. They also come in this giant size, but as long as you're going along and making sure that your lines are straight by just putting this in between, kind of giving it a little straightening, it'll straighten your drills as you go to make sure that your lines look good every time. You can do the same with the big one. Did you also know that you can use a multi-placer as a single place tool? You can put one on either side. You could even put one in the middle if you're feeling brave. But that way, you don't have to go back to the tray as often, cutting that time in about half. Aurora Borealis diamonds. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, well, ABs, they're also little wax thieves too. Ugh, look at that. It took the wax right out of my pen. Well, there's one way then you can make that never happen again. If you take a wetted paper towel and you touch the tip of it to that wetted paper towel, you should be able to work with ABs and never have them steal your wax ever again. Well, until it dries. You can also use your tongue if you're not afraid of your own saliva. You see some drills sticking up and it's driving you nuts because you don't want to go in with your pen and push them all each individually. Well, you can go online and you can get one of these handy roller tools, or you can go to your kitchen and grab your rolling pin. You can roll the diamonds and make sure that if you hear any satisfying pop sounds, those are the diamonds laying down for you. And lastly, nothing drives me more crazy in a finished product than seeing tiny little kitty cat or dog hairs or my own hair sticking out from the canvas. You can take a lint roller and go over your canvas, and you should be able to pick up any of those nuisance hairs right off of your canvas. You can even flip it over and do it to the back. Handy. And that's all the hacks that I have for you guys today. I hope that wherever you are in this great big beautiful world, that you are having a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon. If you like this hack video, please leave a like, comment below. Maybe I missed something. Do you know a hack I didn't get? Tell me about it. And if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. See you next time. Bye-bye.